did some smaller ones of these today, so hopefully I can scale it up a little bit. Too bad Larry's not here tonight, because he could probably do these in his sleep, because the basic part of this is the same as the offset cars. Okay? So rather than put an X, or rather put my center point at the center, I'm going to offset it on a piece of wood this size. I'm going to offset it maybe 3/4 of an inch below the center. And this is one, remember I was talking about parallel? This is a parallel. The axes are both below center in this case. All right, and I'll get this as, get the drive center in. You don't like one?
What are you expecting that next one? But we wanted out of a two.
He wasn't planning on making that big.
I can start with
Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do
Is that what it took?
is turn this to a cylinder. Maybe I'll slow it down a little bit. Yeah.
Why?
This isn't quite as stable as my lathe at home. Sucker likes to walk, doesn't it?
That's in five, I would set that up, and I'm gonna have to try it.
Getting there. I want to get rid of all the flats. There's a flat here right now, and that's the last one. Now, even though this has a flat bottom, you can still use a skew, okay? You just don't want to push down so it's riding the wood as much as you're controlling it by holding it against the tool rest and letting the wood come to it. Also, the faster you turn, it's less off center now, so I can turn it up pretty good. The more you skip over those flat spots. to do is turn the back side, and I'll tell you what we're going to make. We're making these little hedgehogs.
That's big, Hedgehog.
Okay. It's far enough for right now. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is set the second point. So the first thing I did was set it off center, all right, so I have a flat bottom and a round top. And this was exactly the same as the offset toy cars. In fact, I got the idea of the offset toy cars from this demo, all right. I thought, if we can have a hedgehog with a flat bottom, we can make a car with a flat bottom, all right? So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a mark halfway towards the flat bottom, maybe a little less than halfway. Okay? Okay, you want to check your tool rest again because it's swinging out farther than it was before.
As you move all the way to the back.
You only move the back. All right? And this one's getting in kind of that multi-angle, but the fact is you're leaving this one in the center and you're below, so you're not crisscrossing the axis at all. But now it's a matter of cutting a nose. Now, the hedgehog there has a button for the nose. I'm going to take it. So I'm going to see if I is just sand the backside just a little bit, sand the nose a little bit. All right, and I had, so there's the hedgehog, and I'm going to mark a couple of eyes. They got pretty beady eyes and they're pretty close set together. Ended up a little more lopsided than I wanted, but I turned some eyes before I came, and I need to glue them in. So there's your little hedgehog, and if I had a little CA, I'd just zap them in there. So the eyes are nothing tough, you just nothing tough, but if you lose one, oh, that's the one that bucket. Okay, and so that's all there is to it, and you get yourself a little hedgehog. All right, and there's all kinds of offset things you can make. Things get much more complicated as you go on, but I thought as a basic step, these aren't too elaborate. Both the female form and this one are pretty straightforward, more parallel, or are only pivoting one end, moving one end, and that's a lot easier. Take a look at the article if you want to learn more about it, but the real thing is to play. It's not intuitive what the shapes are going to turn out like until you practice quite a bit. All right? So actually that's all we got for tonight.